Hello, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Supreme Apostle Baksay. I'm Supreme Apostle of the Supreme Lord Jesus Christ, and Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, Cindy in Salt Lake City in Utah, in the U.S. I Supreme Apostle Baksay, I'm Slovak citizen, Slovak national, and I'm working on a project. According to my plan, members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints supposed to be translated to heaven's glory and ascend to the presence of Supreme Elohim and Supreme Yahweh in the highest supernal heaven. We propose that the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints will expand upon this doctrine, and thereby I decide to be renamed the Supreme Apostle, and I also accept the scriptural name Shiloh. According to Bible dictionary, and maybe also Topic Guide, or Topic Guide, maybe Bible dictionary, Shiloh is name of the Lord Jesus Christ. So I decided I might take the name of Lord Jesus Christ upon me, more tightly to my family among the Relief Society, or Young Women Relief Society of my wife. So I also be excited to take my name, Supreme Apostle Baksay, upon herself. So instead, for instance, it's Lindsay Rachel Brinton, born in Salt Lake City, and she famous from New Era magazine, October 2007, and she was taking my name upon herself. She was named Supreme Apostle Lindsay R. Baksay, or any other sister. What we actually said is to persuade members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints instead of in Salt Lake City, Utah, in the U.S. President Thomas Spencer Monson, this time President of First Presidency, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, whether we will not accept the doctrine of transfiguration of Supreme Lord Jesus Christ upon a mount or in a mount as the main doctrine of the Church. According to the law of transfiguration of the Supreme Lord Jesus Christ, the Supreme Lord Jesus Christ was transfigured on the mount and was shown his eternal glory to Peter, James, and John prior to that which in the Bible and the Testament described it as atonement, or Gethsemane and Calvary together as the two parts of atonement. Jesus Christ is actually working for about 15 or longer, or 4 years, 15 years, with very sharp tools, with knives, different kinds of carpentry tools. No hurt. He was not in one foot, he was not having any illness. So what was happening is that Jesus maybe was feeling angry. No, Jesus was actually filled with glory of his eternal presence right in the Father's So what we're doing here, we're describing the transfiguration of Jesus Christ. As Lord Jesus Christ was transfigured him out and was shown his glory and was absolutely wholesome, without blemish, experiencing only the most peaceful and most safe time. Also, maybe another sometimes, maybe another place would sometimes see me, like because the numerous of dangers. Jesus Christ still experienced and supported by his friends, was deciding to ride here, and eventually was left in the midst of danger, unharmed. And as he was so transfigured on the mountain and was shining very gloriously, he met also with Moses and Elias about the glorious ascension that Supreme Lord Jesus Christ was accomplishing. At about that time, 1,981 years ago. So what can we do? Well, I personally dance here down. I believe that I think as European more white. It should be right up translated. It's translated in completely destroyed to ascend to heaven. I hope already to ascend. So if there might be any such history among young women or in society or any such family that would like to support me, actually anybody who strokes immensely and would say should bring on the New Era magazine October 2007 cover story. Or as some of those sisters that are maybe in April or May 2011, there's such a numerous number of sisters on Twitter. So now, as we plan to experience some more of the transfiguration and translation of suffering which is Christ in ascension, of suffering which is Christ to heaven, even our own translations of the story of ascension to heaven carry into such a popular among men to become members of the Church of Jesus Christ. If it will appear that many of the members of the Church of Jesus Christ will be really united to ascend and will really ascend to heaven, to the supernal praise of supernality. Would it be really attractive for men in this 21st century, seniors of the 21st century, 2014 or actually 2014? Would it be attractive for members of other denominations or some who are non-denominational and other religions? Really like to become members of the Church of Jesus Christ. I believe, regardless of the video claim or federalist claim evolution, as you could get from the beast, sometimes in Jurassic times, up to the man that fast food from McDonald's or since 1990. Perhaps were 1979, and I think it's very attractive for people to be translated themselves. So if it was then church famous that they really have attention in this time, I'm sure that 2 billion people easily raise their numbers. I have a testimony of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, famous with sharing of the message of restoration and reading the Book of Mormon, as well as the story of bombarding wars. Since the Wild West bombarding of Indians and North against South, First World War, Second World War, Cold War, and any other bombarding wars since Cold War then, it was maybe Iraq or Afghanistan, Iraq, or some other wars. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints was the staff team. From West America, we have many of the chapels, places of worship, centers like stake centers or mission halls. We have temples, and the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints could also many military bases. So what can we do for having some more friends? So I think that we're not mentioning anything as some movies that are private. This was about movies, so I believe that we made the thing of giving of the word of wisdom. You know, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints suddenly taking up to 14 million members. 50 million is coming up to 40. What shall we do? We maybe shall give a bit of wisdom. So if anybody thinks that they are very chaste or very kind, we have President Thomas Monson organizing Las Vegas gambling, but also this is an atheistic group and agnostic group. And then, as he did it, Thomas Monson, and before it was President Brigham Young, John Taylor, people who know Joseph Lefschitz, Hamish Garrett, David McKay, Joseph Lewis, Helen Lewis, S.W. from Howard of the Hunter, Gordon Miller Hinckley. So there is porno organized also right with the Monson. So how can we benefit a lot of chess in this time when President Thomas Monson cannot apply any chase person with afflictions for those who are producing or benefiting from porno? Right. So can we get any of keeping us all chest? So I myself would like to keep all the commandments of Jesus Christ. I need help. So I try to make myself more famous and more popular I might have some more friends that helps me to keep the commandments. That helped me to maybe include the Brigham Young University that I'm starting to apply since 2010. I was already asking some bishops that I had to that university sponsored by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. In 2001 I could already say I was 21. And then in 2010 I could also fill some lines in an application form, so my status was like some was already filled. And if I remember well, in 2011 I was having almost all filled, and in 2012 maybe and then maybe in 2013 there was somebody who went through my status in my application form and was deleting many of the former fields. There was field and there was again another field, so I need to fill them again. So Brigham University, maybe I might have easiness to get to Brigham University to give a bit of wisdom that might be example for general authorities and officers of churches, because we have so many abilities, so many responsibilities, extreme examples of members. We have many institutions growing extremely fast, so how can we get wisdom? How can we navigate? Many things, for instance, on small now in 2014, it's extreme benefiting in January 2014. We had eventually Wednesday, 1st of January 2013, Happy New Year to all those Happy New Year 2014 and onwards. So if anybody would like to be helpful to general authorities to keep a bit of wisdom, I discovered that also observed from alcohol, coffee, and antipsychotics, but especially observed from flesh, can help the general authorities to choose and to know the blessings of translations and blessings of temple salvation. Joseph Smith recorded Doctrine and Covenants of Jesus Christ Lessons named section 89 and was eventually recorded in 1893 in Kirtland, Ohio, near to Canada Lake. This won't be was remember well, it was that place that year, and it was the Doctrine and Covenants section 89. In verse 2 we may read about word of wisdom from temporal salvation. That was just wow. Word of wisdom. Wow. When we keep the word of wisdom, is it easy for one person to keep the word of wisdom? I believe that it's always easy for a ward, state, or even a whole church consisting of 40 to 15 million members growing up to 2 billion, 15 eventually very narrow period of time. I was starting to become President of the United States of America, and I needed to hide some of my movies where I was sometimes feeling sort of upset or even up sorts of slowly anger that I've been taken to the United States of America as American President. And I'm aspiring to be elected on the General Board of the Church of Jesus Christ, but the form of President of the Church of Jesus Christ. So I'll be the first President of the Church of Jesus Christ elected on the General Board above the form of President of the Church of Jesus Christ. It would be requisite, would be useful. I'm planning to create a Supreme Board of the Church of Jesus Christ. My Church of Jesus Christ letter says to Church of Jesus Christ of our Supreme Redemption. Church of Jesus Christ of Latter Living Saints. Living Saints. So that's what I believe that we shall do. If we shall love God, dedicate our witness, I dedicate to them and to their most excellent heart of heaven, and heaven to earth is in heaven. We might have some more of heaven to earth in heaven, and ascension. So I dedicate to all disciples of Jesus Christ, males, females, children, adults, discovered and related to the disciples of Jesus Christ. This video is dedicated to God, Supreme Lord, Supreme Yahweh, to saints, and also to those called to the Holy Ghost. Now, with wisdom, can we give the word of wisdom? What is the word of wisdom? So, in Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve was taught the word of them that they're supposed to partake only of those herbs, but ultimately those herbs that are pleasing unto the sight of God, pleasing unto the sight of Supreme Lord Jesus Christ, and good in the sight of Supreme Lord Jesus Christ. So if I was Brigham Young University student or professor of the Brigham Young University Department of Immediate Ascension to Heaven, the highest heaven, I believe that will be a glorious experience to have at Brigham Young University. Now, me moving to Utah, yes, I'm planning to move to Utah. All those videos that was not most perfect, it was studying private, prepared for 3-hour videos. We need to have some videos also public that might have the glorious feeling that the public is hearing us, that our Utah friends, that young men, young women, farmers with their parents, that might view our videos. We try to make our videos the whole family. Choose the most perfect words, most perfect, most modest, most joyous appearance. Struggle to be those keeping the word wisdom of the Church of Jesus Christ presents, and even to the extent of being vegan if you have some money, or if you have enough money. Money if you don't have ever enough, but if you have that much of money, and that's much that we can be vegan, so let's be vegan. So I ever wanted to marry Lindsay Rachel Britton, and she was on the first year of Utah Junior University, and she was president of high school students in a high school my own son. One of the high schools in Salt Lake City, Lindsay Rachel was, and after she was published in the New Era magazine, October 2007. At that time, I wanted to marry Lindsay Rachel. When I started 16 until August 2008. Because on pictures, she was pictured at 16. Then in August 2008, I realized she was 18, she was 17 as I took a picture in October 2008, and I was writing to her letters whether she would like to marry me on her 18th birthday or so about. At that time, I could beg on also a small amount of money. Very small amount of money, and at the same time vegan. How much money I was living, I was first at 3 pounds a month, if I remember well. But with the help of friends, of the help of Supreme Yahweh, I could somehow always also my 3 pounds per week get food that was vegan into my navel, into my stomach, and if it was vegan food and I was praying for forgiveness or praying God at all, I could also feel health and pleasures, feel measures, enjoyable measures. And that hero there was also serving a full-time proselytizing missionary citizenry of President Hinckley, and was serving in Preston, England, MTC, and Frankfurt, German mission, and I received the certificate by President Manwaring, served with honor. It was a great drama that I was already prepared, and I had much that I am prepared to serve. Missionaries was helping me somewhat, but someone also not, so I actually experienced also some hard times. I was born in 1979, our socialist father was Warsaw Pact, and I was born under the most. I had an eternal father, Elohim, and he is eternal super Jesus Christ, and the super reason I was born. My parents was also from biochemical laws, county officers, also my father, also my mother was county officers. That's what I found sorrowful. It was sweet and glorious and also sorrowful and painful. But I believe that it was much more of joy and pleasures that I was unto God and unto county officers. Since the Socialist Republic is not scientific, it was not yet, but it was Marshall Pact at that time. We had the Soviet armies in the Cold War with us, and it was accurate, relatively fast. It was like about 9 years, 11 years since the armies of Warsaw Pact entered into Czechoslovakia Socialist Republic with tanks, and it was not shooting, just was overtaking all the cities, and it was a great army, 50,000 soldiers. 50,000. Can you imagine? 1968 in Czechoslovakia Socialist Republic, Eastern Germany, Poland, Ukraine, and Hungary went on stand against Slovak Czech. Wasn't shooting, but it was still, and I was born actually 11 years after. So that maybe not the best to remember. What was maybe more perfect to remember, my mom's older sister was a wife of Lucio in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. My mother was already a member, and my mother's forefathers was all still my grandmother, or before I was born. Not all of them, but maybe 9 generations. 9 generations, as many as they researched, in the temple they were still together. So I was born as a child that is taken care of in the temple. So my grandmother was. My mother was actually not yet attended temple. For those that escaped from the Circle of Socialist Republic to Canada and to western side of this place that was occupied by American military and by British English military. Those was actually named worthy at those times. So I have some relatives that are also in Salt Lake City and Utah. So would it be glorious if I would become president of first presidency of the elected general board of the Church of Jesus Christ Columbus presidency? It surely would be glorious. My aims are so glorious. I would like the members of the Church of Jesus Christ translated to ascend to heaven. I like us to be vegan, so also abstain from alcohol, also from coffee, also from tobacco and psychotropics like medication poisons or dangerous substances. And I would like us to also be vegan. It is possible now vegan foods are so you see the right scale of we have the modern technologies how to get vegan food tasty, how to get alternatives also to flesh and cheese, tofu, or some soya sausages, or soya burgers. Soya? I am for the quality of the household of heaven, as Jesus Christ was second time already among us. That is understandable. The quality of the household of heaven, as in Jesus Christ was second time already among us. This is actually from the Holy Scriptures of the Church of Jesus Christ, Lord, in such typical form of the bread of the great bride, Moses, and Moses. We now have New Year. So I thought my had such a wonderful goal. The members of the Church of Jesus Christ listen towards quality, towards the purification of spiritual and temporal purification, that we might have members exceeding people's spirit and body. This is firstly what we want to say. We now at the regions, the upper regions, north regions, also circuits, down in South Regions here, Piccolo Circuits, we have the Prince of Wales Theatre, Book of Mormon musical, Gavin Creel X, Elder Pride. I've seen already Book of Mormon musical, so I felt somewhat more important that I'd be happy to sing. So let us sing somewhat Christmas Carol in Wellsmouth, but maybe some private with English. And now we're choosing a popular hymn that is extracted from Bible, from the New Testament, Gospel of St. John the Evangelist, chapter 32, 33 to 35. Let us sing. As I have loved you, love one another. This new commandment, love one another. For this commandment, that you are my disciples. If you have loved one to another. Oh, thank you, brothers and sisters of the Church of Jesus Christ listeners. I thought we might have mainly members of the Church of Jesus Christ listeners, just like there are nationals we have. But to all those who are not members of the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints, I extend the invitation to the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints to gather the people as silos. Let us believe that I supreme apostle Baksay evil. I supreme apostle Baksay evil. Supreme apostle Jesus Christ and Shiloh and to Jesus, supreme apostle Jesus Christ and Jesus is the gathering of Israel. And let me also remind you that Shiloh is the synonymical name for Shalom. That's how Jesus said Shalom or Shiloh, that's the same. So that's 3 mountains. One is a mountain where it was seen as Shiloh in a place named Ephraim. Then the place of Ephraim for Benjamin in Judah, there is Mount Shalom, and city Jerusalem, or Jerusalem is situated there. Eventually Jesus Christ ascends to heaven from Mount Shalom, or from city Shalom, near or at the same place where the Brigham Young University in Jerusalem Center is situated in Israel. And now comes the Zayat, clean heart, persuade members to be clean heart. How can we be clean heart? Well, some say they need to be born free, or if you don't have connection to porn for longer than a year, after longer than 6 years. So if you're longer than 6 years out of porn, and then we don't have longer than a year connection in the spirit also, then we can say that we have pure in heart. So how can we persuade those who are not pure in heart to be pure in heart? How can we not turn alcoholicers that drink always in the spirit and condemn people that they need to drink alcohol? How can we persuade not to drink? Brothers and sisters, Jesus Christ knows what we know. Jesus Christ knows that we know. Jesus Christ knows what we do, and we shall be so honest to Lord Jesus Christ that we shall not deny that God knows what we know, and that we know that God knows what we know, or that we know that God knows that we know that God knows. That we need to repent and we need to listen, we need to help one another. We should not leave anyone somewhere out of source of blood, somewhere near the sea, somewhere in the ocean, where somewhere maybe only 100 meters from the water dam of ocean or water dam of this great sea, as it is raised to the upper level, so it's maybe only 2 meters to the top of the dam, and only 100 meters from my window. So I think Michelle accepted to Utah, and Michelle accepted me to live there as a candidate, United States of America President candidate for the election in General Board of Churches of Latter-day Saints. So I might be elected to the General Board of Churches of presidency and create the Supreme Board. It might have ascensions to heaven from the Supreme Board. It might be saved as church from the sins of first presidencies since 19th century, 20th century. We are now 21st century generation. I've seen that they are very beautiful people, very glorious, and we are grateful to our forefathers, but to be saved from the sins of our forefathers, from the military bases of first presidency, that the U.S. military bases. We can have some in America, but I think that's it. What else? Some wars. But we have some more love of Lord Jesus. So we can love Lord Jesus with all our heart, mind, faith, and our neighbors ourselves. I have the authority of Supreme Lord Jesus Christ, and so I dedicated the video for our translations of the unto Supreme Lord and Supreme Yahweh dedicated. By the authority of Supreme Lord Jesus Christ, by the authority of Supreme Lord Supreme Yahweh, I feel so happy with young women of Jesus Christ. I'm happy to see it. I was fishing earlier to the morning one, and I was so tired. I wanted to be already fresh, hopefully by primary and parents of Jesus Christ, let's say, so by young women and their parents, to be fresh and to organize everything was more to be organized about 6 a.m. And as I was so tired anyway, that before I was able to say a prayer and to concentrate on prayer, I swam asleep again, and that place where I had my my nap, and also after I did switch on the heating, it was very close to heating, and somebody was placing my hand with this part on the heating, and I was sleeping so deeply that I didn't recognize it. And then as I awoke, I also didn't recognize it until after a while, and I was really burned almost to the bone, and I was burned really to the stadium is very joint my wrist. That's what I didn't find perfect, but when I found perfect, I might remembering. Well, there are some memory. that I am permitted to be a member of Jesus and I have a record, and I can have the hope that I might marry in. So, like example, how can we persuade those members of Jesus Christ that have different ethnic than the European typical look ethnic, that they always asking from afar if they can come? That's it. I'm not sure. If the other ethnics are staying afar until it's permitted to time, I still I would like to be closely associated as a team only with the ethnic that is European ethnic. We have European ethnic also in American citizenship, and I think it's just useful to have that option, to have the agency, the free agency to choose. Yeah, so do we want to close the friendship? I mean, there's some extent for some free instructions on there is maybe possible also with ethics that are replaced some far away according to the Bible, according to Jesus Christ. So that's all just mentioned, that there is really order in all things. Jesus Christ meant that only those concepts have much translated or the ascension consists of translation and ascension. In heaven there are no any raising, they are all same heavenly order, all shining white. Here on earth, the white man doesn't even know how to deal, so there was just taking all into the city and over his skin, and it was then, I think, also Civil War in United America, and Indian Wars, and then it was First and Second World War, and first there was maybe also other wars, World Wars, and Cold War was also happening. So Francis was let us have the Bible, let us believe that testimony is true if I say that I testify that the baptism in the Church of Jesus Christ is letter saints is the gate. But each that person is baptized in the Church of Jesus Christ is letter saints. Onto the translation to heaven's glory and ascension to heaven. And the baptism in the Church of Jesus Christ is letter saints is that individual that is baptized in the Church of Jesus Christ is letter saints. Gates to the only kingdom of heaven and earth. And that's what I thought. It seals all those who have like the authority of the Holy Order of the Son of God, Supreme Lord Jesus Christ, and in the name of Supreme Lord Jesus Christ, Master Supreme Lord Baksay, Kilo, I Supreme Lord Baksay, and my friends, Chance to ascend to the throne of praise and